Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. How you guys doing today? Well, I hope. All right. So the playoffs start on Saturday. So I said we can kind of talk about it. I don't see why not. I don't really talk sports, but I like football. I do like sports, but I never really talk sports. Hey, CP3. What's up, Broham? Are you working? Are you done working? What's the dealio? Huh? I don't know why I thought the playoffs started on Sunday. Um, Damn, so you can't even hit the link if I was to drop it so we can talk some football real quick. Dag nabbit. But that's okay. I'm glad you're about done. I'm glad you're about done. I don't know why I thought the playoffs started on Sunday, but I sure did. And then when I looked at it again, I said, hold up. Mm-mm. See. So y'all know I like looking stuff up. All right. So it says NFL playoffs 2020, 2026 pick. This means refers to the NFL playoff picture for the 2025-26 season, which details the qualified teams, seeding, and matchups for the postseason tournament, featuring the wild card, divisional, and conference championship rounds, leading to, hold on. Oh, okay. Leading to Super Bowl LS. Now, I don't know, I'm not good with Roman numerals. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So who knows what number is LX? Super Bowl LX. Because I'm not too good with Roman numerals. With teams like the Broncos, which they're number one in the AFC, and the Seahawks, they're number one in NFC, getting byes, and rivals like the Bears and the Packers facing off in the first week of January 2026. The pick is the visual bracket showing these matchups and the path to the championship. When it comes to the Eagles, we going to the ship. We going to the ship. I hope so. I hope so. 60. Okay. So then LX and Roman numeral numbers is 60 in quote unquote regular numbers. Super Bowl 60. That's crazy work. Crazy work. So yeah, where else? Got here. All right. It says key elements of the 2026 playoff picture. And I like looking stuff up, especially if I'm not sure about it. And then even though those of you that not only like football, you already know all of this stuff, just bear with me. Because not everyone knows it, right? And I encourage women, even if they're not into sports or football, if they have a man, that can be a bonding experience to sit and watch the game with your man and have him explain certain things to you about the game. Duh. And then if you already know a few things, you're gonna be like, what? Oh, snap. All right, so key elements of the 2026 playoff picture. First one is format. So for the playoffs, it's 14 teams that make the cut. 7 from the AFC, 7 from the NFC make it, with the number one seed in each conference getting a first round bye. Luckies. They're so lucky you get a first round bye for the playoffs, especially if you had, like for my team, we had our bye, at least to me, we had our bye fairly early. I forget which week we had our bye, but to me it was fairly early. And even though other teams had their byes earlier, I don't care. I still feel like we had ours fairly early. Okay. And then the next one is wild card round. And that occurs between January 10th and the 12th. Um, to which is 6 games featuring seeds 2 through 7 in each conference. Okay. The next is divisional round. That's going to happen between January 17th and the 18th, which the top seeds host the winners from the wild card round. Okay. And like we already talked about, I believe the top seeds are the ones that had that first week bye. They'll go against whoever wins the wild card round. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. And then we have the conference championship, which is going to be on the 25th. It's going to be 2 games to determine the AFC and the NFC champions, to which whoever wins the conference championship games, they're going to the Super Bowl. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. And then lastly, we got the Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60. That's going to be on February 8th, held at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. California, yeah, they're going to be where the sun resides. Should be a good game. No excuses. No excuses. And let's do it. It's win or go home. It's win or go home. You said it's definitely a turn on. That's facts. Which part? If they already, if the woman is already knowledgeable when it comes to football or your sport of choice that you like, if they're already knowledgeable, if they're semi-knowledgeable, or if they just have an interest to ask questions, even if it's something that they're not particularly into. Because I look at stuff, like I said, I look at stuff like that, like that's a bonding experience. And it's funny because it'll be not all times, because obviously I don't speak, I don't like to group people. We're not, no group is a monolith. But I would say there's probably, I'm sure, times where the same woman that don't want to get into sports enough to where it can be a bonding experience with their man will be the same one that will pitch a fit when they want to go to their boy's house and watch the game, or go to like a sports lounge or bar and watch the game, or if they feel like being the host with the most and having their people come over and watch the game, that will annoy them. And truth be told, even if you do decide you want to try to get into it, so it can be a bonding experience, and if there's moments where your man want to invite some of his friends over to watch the game, don't have a fit about that either, because they either are going to be watching it there or they're going to be watching it somewhere else. So then really it's just do you feel like being bothered? And I don't feel like being bothered, then okay, have at it. Y'all go watch it wherever. But if you know you're gonna feel a type of way, if your man is going, okay, so then have some drinks and stuff situated for folks. Some meatballs, something. Hold them down. Now, granted, if he got his peoples and they don't bring their woman, it depends on the type of man you have. It's not likely like you're about to be sitting up in the men's face watching a game with them. But if you can still support your man, have some finger foods or something ready, some wings, something to drink, set them up straight, and then go do your thing. Or even better, like I said, a bonding experience. Why not? Unless you don't like spending time with your man. Or they don't like spending time with you. He said either. Just wanting to watch with you if you know or not. There you go. And if they don't know, then you learn them something. You learn them something right quick. Some people don't think about stuff like that. Silly. Silly. You say you stay going to the lounge? Lounge head ass. While you're in the lounge, yeah. Keep your tail out the lounge 2026. You got a lounge at your crib. Can you hear me? I got a call. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I hate when people call me when I'm doing something. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Dag nabbit. Okay, cool beans. Yeah, somebody had called me. So then, streamers are ignorant. He said back home, everybody used to come to my crib and watch. Yeah, true. Or if your friend group worked for them, everybody take turns hosting. If y'all don't just say bump in, go to like a sports lounge or something, or bar, wherever have you. Okay, let's continue. I'm eating, so bear with me. Sorry, y'all. Two birds, one stone. Um, what the quote unquote pick shows are example matchups. Okay. So for the AFC, Denver Broncos, number one seed, got about dang, Broncos doing any stuff like that? What? I don't know if they're giving it examples or if this is real. Hold up. I'm gonna read it and hopefully this is the real and they're not just giving make up examples. It says Denver Broncos number one seed got a bye versus lowest remaining seed. So and then it says Buffalo Bills for Jaguars. I don't know. I don't like these. I don't like this part of it. I'm skipping that. In short, the pick is the visual bracket or diagram showing who plays whom, where, and when in the NFL Divisional Championship tournament. Okay, so we're just gonna talk about it then because I'm not able to pull up the actual chart. Oh, you said now that's real Broncos good this year? Okay. I was like, hold up. I wasn't sure if they was just giving us a little example or if it was a real life example. Yeah, I'm not able to pull no chart up for y'all, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Call it a day. Let's see. All right. So between the 10th and the 12th, which is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we're about to get it popping with the wild card weekend. So let me see something. Hold on. What should I do? Hmm. Hmm. Trying to figure something out. Yeah, we'll just talk about the wild card weekend because obviously, you know, we can't really talk about the divisional round. So we'll talk about the wild card weekend today, and then probably next Wednesday, because then by then we'll know who won what. We'll talk about the upcoming divisional round. Does that make sense? Let me see. How does that work? That's so weird. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, yeah. So for starters, on Saturday, it's going to be the Rams versus the Panthers. They're going to be playing in Carolina. They'll be playing at the Panthers Stadium. So let me pull something up real quick. We might not get through all of this. We'll see. So what I say, the Rams in Carolina. And that's going to be this Saturday at 4:30. N.F.L. wild card round. Uh-oh. Hold on. So CP3, I think you're the only one in here. Who you think gonna win that game? Rams or the Panthers? I think the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos beat us earlier in the season. Mofos. So you got the Rams. And the Rams, what? They're 12-5, and the Panthers are 8-8. Speaking of Panthers, I might talk about Cam Newton hating ass later on at a later date because he very much so gives hater, and he swears that he is the first person, the first quarterback to what they call it, be a dual threat of the sorts. Like, no, you didn't innovate that. Like, you didn't start that, dude. And just because you went to a Super Bowl that you didn't win does not give you the right to just be coming crazy every time you're talking about a quarterback. But we'll talk about that later, at a later date. So you got the Rams, cool. I might go with the Panthers any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, or Saturday because you either gonna win or you going home. Win or go home. Now I don't know what they surgery, not surgery, what they injuries are looking like for either team. So that always plays a factor. And then next at 8 o'clock on Saturday is the Packers versus the Bills. They're gonna be in Chicago. They're going to be at the Bills Stadium. So what I say, Packers versus the Bills. Packers. What the deuce? Hold on. Where'd that go? I said Packers versus the Bills, right? No, not the Bills, the Bears. I was like, why are they showing something from a long time ago? Duh. So they're gonna play Saturday at. Did they change the time? No, they're gonna play Saturday at 8. I'm bugging y'all. Bear with me. My bad. They're gonna play Saturday at 8. It's gonna be Packers versus the Bears, and they're gonna be playing in Chicago. Packers are 9-7 with one bye. I mean, not bye with one tie, and the Bears are 11-16. Mm. Bears probably gonna take the Packers to test. What you think, CP3? Who you going with? The Packers or the Bears? Their game is Saturday, the 10th at 8 o'clock. What the heck? Who you going with? Bears? Okay, let's see. So those are the two games that's going to be on Saturday. Then on Sunday at 1 o'clock, it's going to be the Bills versus the Jaguars. They're going to be at the Jaguars Stadium. Bills versus the Jaguars. Oh, we scared 49 is up. Yeah, so that's going to be Sunday at 1. Bills are 12-5. Jaguars are 13-4. I want all Florida teams to lose so I can talk jump to Chef. Carlos, where are you at? And how many teams Florida got? I think they got like at least 2 teams. So I'm not even sure which team is his or if he just like all Florida teams. I gotta find out first so I can hate properly. So yeah, Bills versus the Jaguars, Sunday the 11th at 1 o'clock. Bills are 12-5. Jaguars are 13-4. Who you got, CP3? I don't like the Bills because my secondary team is the Patriots, so it's always F the Bills. So I'm rocking with the Jaguars because I'm biased. Um, want the Jags to win, but probably beat the Bills. I know, right? He said, wait, what you talking about? I'm confused. What you mean? Who's some people and who they big dog? Wolf Wolf. Yeah, I want the Bills to lose because it's always fun to Bills, regardless. So I'm looking this next one up. Tell me what you mean, bro. Here. All right, so what's next? Oh yeah, my game, which really should be prime time, but they disrespecting. So on Sunday, the second game on Sunday, which is going to be the 11th, is at 4:30. It's going to be the 49ers versus the Eagles, and they have to come holler at us. They have to come holler at us. They have to come to Philly, Philly. Y'all know nothing about that. Leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I know y'all know nothing about that. All right, yep, Sunday the 11th at 4:30. 49ers, they coming to holler at us. They're 12-5. We're 11-6. What's good? You already know I'm going with the Eagles. Duh. Duh. Who you going with, CP3? 49ers or the Eagles? Oh, you terrible. Let me delete that. You said gonna be a good one. You rocking with the Eagles. There we go. Yo, you took me. Probably that's their prerogative, though. You know, that's their prerogative. That's their prerogative. I'm not mad at it. You stupid, yo. You stupid. That's how it be when your folks go live. When I'm live, don't it? I just be having a cookie crumble, son. Can you hear me? I think you can. And either way, I don't take offense. I think you can hear me now because I see the little thing moving. I don't take offense. I know people love to be where the drama resides. Where the drama resides, where the drama resides. That's a business. Why would you even? I think so too. But still, I want you to stop going over there. I understand. But I understand. I guess. I'm not into policing where people dwell. That's not what I was put here for. But I do wish you would stop going over there. I wish you and leave people alone. Let's see. And then on Sunday, January 11th at 8 o'clock, it's going to be the Chargers versus the Patriots. They got to come holler at the Patriots, my secondary team, as long as they're not going against my first team. Because if they're going against my first team, then it's fudge ya. It ain't personal, it's business. So Chargers versus the Patriots. Who you got, CP3? I'm going with the Patriots. Duh. Which they're doing really good. I can't wait to talk about Cam Newton. He's such a hater. How you gonna call? the quarterback who is basically going to be, if not up for, what they call it, dagnabbit, MVP. You're gonna put him in the game manager category. Asante Samuels tore him up too. I'm glad he did. I like Asante Samuels and his show. Hold on. But anywho, Chargers are 11-6. Patriots are 14-3. You said they, no, they really don't. They really don't. You said the Pats, cool. Same. Who's next? Let's see. And then the last game of the wild card weekend, even though it's going to fall on a Monday, fun day, but who cares? It's going to be prime time, 8 p.m. It's going to be the Texans versus the Steelers, and they have to come holler at the Steelers. We're going to see what's good. Let me see. Texans versus the Steelers. That's going to be 8:15-ish on Monday the 12th. Texans are 12-5. The Steelers are 10-17. I'm gonna rock out with Mike and them. Is Mike still? What is his last name? Tomlin or Thomason? Is he still the coach for the Steelers? Hold up. What is bug eye? Look old bug eye. Some beady eye. Well, I like Mike Tomlin. Yeah, he's still the head coach. Okay. I'm gonna rock out with the Steelers. You rocking out with the Texans or the Steelers for that game anyway? CP3. It's not that many. Damn. What they y'all rivals? What's your team again? Ain't your team the Ravens? Am I bugging? Are you rocking with Houston? I'm rocking with Pittsburgh. Why you call them that? Is your CP3? Your team is the Ravens, right? Or am I bugging? Thought you said that. What they y'all rivals or something? You meant that. You said that with your chest. Jeez, what they do to you? Okay. Uh, oh. Okay. Yeah, they are rivals. They just put us out the playoffs because we missed the damn field goal. Literally, on the kicker only got one job, so that's the damn field goal. He's supposed to be playing in Houston. Ravens flock. Okay, that's why you said that. Hey, the kicker literally only has one job, which some will say is one of the most important jobs, if not the important job, because that kicker will get you in and or out of some ish. Still pissed about that. I would be pissed. I would be mad too. Who wouldn't? I care. I know they wanted to jump the crap out of that kicker. I'm trying to think how many people, what do they call it? Whoever holds the ball while the kicker kicks. I wonder how many times the kicker kicked the crap out of somebody's hand by accident. Just a random thought of mine. Still pissed about that. I would be pissed too. I thought you called him Shittsburg. Chill. He said the holder. Yeah, I wonder how many times a holder has had their hand or finger injured by the daggone kicker by accident. Hey, son. Yeah, I would be tight too. Oh my God, I'm like, that was, you meant that. You meant that. Okay, so we went over the games that are going to be playing for the wild card weekend, which is happening through Saturday the 10th through Monday the 12th. And we're going to see who's going to be playing in the divisional round. Going to be two games on Saturday the 17th and two games on Sunday the 18th. I just hope my team going to be a part of that. Really, truth be told, I hope my two teams are going to be a part of that. But more importantly, my team. It's the Eagles. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. We gonna win the chip. We gonna win the chip. So CP3, since y'all out like Chinese slippers, you might as well just rock with my team. Tuesday, we'll see how many each of us got right or wrong. And I should have been writing this down. Are you gonna remember which team you said? Well, what team you said you're gonna go with, and what team I said I'm gonna go with? Because I did not write it down. Yeah, we'll know by Tuesday. But I figure I'll do a live about it on Wednesday, little middle of the week situation, and we'll talk about how the weekend played off. Weekend slash Monday. So you gonna rock with my team since y'all team is out like Chinese slippers? You'll remember? Good. Good, good. Works for me. We'll definitely know by Tuesday. And I'll just do a live around the same time on Wednesday. I'm gonna talk about it. One thing's for sure. This Super Bowl this year should not be a dry one. I want a game. I want to see no dry behind Super Bowl. All right, I'm about to get out of here. CP3, I appreciate you rocking with me, brother. And don't forget, we're gonna be doing our baseball stuff too. No reneging. He said, "Yup, next Wednesday we pick the next round. Bet. That's what we're gonna do. And don't forget, you're supposed to be rocking with me on this baseball ish. So there's no reneging. This is not spades. Okay. Thank you for coming. Appreciate whoever's watching. It looks like I got one person in my clouds. Hi, I'm out of here. Appreciate whoever catches the playback. Have a great day. Bye.